We're going to start by adding a image as plane. This needs to be turned on in the add-ons. Add your image, scale that up to about 20 or 30 meters. Scale doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to be adjusting a lot of that in TTS later on. If you don't see the image, then make sure that you're in Look Dev mode. It might start out in solid shading. Apply scale, and then go into edit mode. Now press K to bring out your knife tool and start cutting into the walls. Make sure that when you see an opening, like a door or a window, that you leave a point on each side. To constrain to angles, press C. To make new cuts, press E. Alright, so the next step is to select only the edges for the walls. So go into Edge mode, press C, deselect these outer edges. Now Bevel. Go into Face mode, deselect all the doors and openings. Now we extrude, grow selection, select invert, delete faces, select one of these edges down here, and then select by trait, non-manifold, and press F to fill in these holes. Now we have to set the 3D cursor to one of these corners. To do that, just hold Shift and right mouse drag, and then hold Control to snap to one of the vertexes. If it doesn't snap to it, it's probably not in the vertex mode for snapping. You can find that here. Now exit edit mode, and with the object selected, go into Set Origin, 3D Cursor. Now before exporting this, we want to move the object to the world origin. Go into Object, Snap, Cursor to world origin, and then do the same, except this time selection to cursor. Now we export OBJ. These are the options you're going to want selected. Make a copy of the sample tile and rename the sample part into the title of your map. Load that into the stage. Bring in a custom board. The custom board actually works better than the tile or the model when it comes to the fog of war effect for some reason. So I always use the board as the backdrop. And then make sure you just resize that a little bit. You don't want to make it too big, because if it's too big here on the board, the reveal range of the fog of war isn't going to be very realistic. If you open this door and look in this room, you're only going to be able to see, maybe half the room, whereas your character could definitely see all the way to the other side. Now we're going to bring in the walls. Make sure that this file is in the collider section as well, and turn on non-convex. Lock it. And now we have to match this with the image. So this is rotated 180 degrees. So let's fix that. And then put it over here. Go into top-down view mode. Makes this a little easier. Now we just have to scale this. Hold Shift to scale uniformly. Now to create the two different states between black and transparent, we just make a copy of this. Make this transparent. Make this black. We select this one first, this one second, create states. Anywhere where there's an opening, where a character can walk through or look through, we're going to be placing this there because you can switch from open to closed. Go into top view mode and start moving that around. Make a copy of it and start pasting it. If you get it just right, it's a little bit faster. Now position one of the doors, copy the Y position, then Alt-drag to select the other objects, and paste. In the fog settings, increase the height a little bit, and then drag your token with a small reveal range on top of the board, and then increase the range. Because I found that sometimes when it has a large range and you drag it towards the board, for some reason it reveals inside the rooms. And there you have it, Fog of War in Tabletop Simulator. And if you want to save your map, just click on the bag icon. So have fun, and I hope to see way more of these maps in the workshop.